the Ring Fanatics podcast, episode 101. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co host, Joel.
Yep.
Last episode of 2022. But before we do that and talk about our topic, as always, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and all of our audio listening platforms Spotify, Apple Podcast, and any other podcasting platform. Like I said, last episode of 2022, we're about to talk about what we're predicting for the year 2023 in the world of professional wrestling. So this is gonna be one crazy year, 2022. By the way, just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
I know we spoke about that last episode, but
A lot
um,
happened.
a lot happened in
Good,
2022.
bad, in the middle.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was some mixed reactions, some good things, some bad things,
Yeah.
some weird things that we didn't expect. Um,
Some unexpected things.
A lot, a lot,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, 2023 could be a lot crazier than we think.
Oh,
A lot,
hell yeah.
yeah,
What?
it could be bigger.
Oh,
A lot
man.
of predicting, people are already predicting a lot of crazy stuff to happen next year, which is
Yeah.
the weirder part.
Well, should we kick off with what happened last night?
Yeah, let's get to that already because that
All right.
was kind of shocking. That was kind of shocking.
That was so
Dragon Lee now signed with NXT.
so random.
It was random,
So random. And they
very.
just they just put the title on him. Like they just put the tag title on him and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll catch y'all."
Yeah,
So
peace.
random.
And that's how it's confusing too. I'm like, they just put the title on him. I'm assuming Dragon Lee isn't starting right away. Maybe he
So
said
why would he
next
even
year.
so why would he even say it?
Maybe
Well,
he
he said
wasn't.
next, like, as in 2023, right?
Yeah, he said next
Okay.
year.
Okay. No, the way you said it, I was like, wait, hold up. So
Yeah.
he's saying like one more year left on his contract
Oh
and
no no
then
no
he'll
no no.
go. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? It's just weird. I it's a cool signing, right?
Yeah,
But when was the last time a luchador signed and got any respect in WWE?
yeah, that is true.
That's that's the one thing I'm worried about. Cause like the last luchadors that have come over were like recently was probably the last ones were Andrade and Escobar,
Yeah,
and they took the mask both like took them both
both of
off.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, like and then still didn't really do much with them.
I feel like Santos they have more of what they could do with him.
Oh, they
Um,
he is what they want Andrade to be,
yeah,
but now they just I don't know.
it is confused. I mean, I don't expect his mask to be off. I don't expect that at all. Um,
So
it's
what
it. You
happens?
can say
Depends
it
how it
might
works out.
happen, but like I think for him it might be a little different. Who knows? Maybe it will come off, but I don't think Dragon Lee would want that. I think he's. I'm not saying Andrade and Santos weren't aware of like how important the history is. I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't think they
Well,
would
they
take
both
his.
started with the mask, and then after a while, it was just like, okay, yeah, take
Yeah,
it off. Like it
yeah.
was random. So who
But the
knows
thing
what
is, they
what
had the NXT currently has a masked person there. So I don't think they would give it a mask to someone else who's not from Mexico. I don't think that person is actually Mexican, but I think with Dragon Lee, they're more like, hey, you can keep the mask on. That's what you were known for. I don't think they're going to change him up. The only also thing that I'm kind of like worried about is they might give him a new name. You know?
No, I don't think so. I think people know him. I think he's a household name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not like relax.
yeah,
Not like anything crazy, but he has a well known name.
that is true. Yeah, but I don't know. That's what I'm scared of because they changed Santos's name. You know, he didn't go by Santos Escobar when he debuted.
Yeah.
Like Andrade, he had a full name, but I don't think Andrade was his name before then. But I don't know. I just don't. I'm agreeing with you. I don't. I hope they don't
That was the only
change.
thing I thought of. I was like, the last time, like, when was the last time any of the luchadors got respect? You could
Yeah,
look at. I wouldn't even count Andrade and Santos in there because they got their mask off and kind of elevated a bit. But I'm
yeah,
talking about like Lucha House Party, Sin Cara, Mystico. You know what I mean? Like all those dudes that just like they came in and was like, all right, cool.
And
Even
then
when
that, yeah,
Ultimo Dragon was signed, they didn't do nothing with him.
that is true.
And then Ray got respect because Eddie died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just they haven't really shown a history of respecting the luchador name. So like
I
I
mean,
don't
this
know
is,
how far he can go. Like what's his you know what I mean? Like I feel like signing as a luchador you have a ceiling in WWE,
yeah.
which sucks to say.
And I think, like, with this, you mentioned before that they still kept the AAA tag title. They just got put the tag titles on them.
Yeah,
I think they might do something with that. I'm not saying, like, bring the titles over to NXT or anything, but I'm saying, like, they might have him go there, have him, like, flip flop here and there. You may see him on NXT 1 week. Then maybe he'll go back to Mexico and defend the tag titles. Maybe that'll be
yeah,
the big thing, how they kind of announced Shinsuke's appearance that only one time that he's facing the Great Muta in Japan.
yeah,
Um, and then they might do the same thing. They'd be, oh, Dragon Lee's defending his AAA tag belt at Wrestle Kingdom, whatever, or not Wrestle Kingdom, Triple Mania.
yeah.
And then at this time, this date, just go check it out. And then vice versa. They do
True.
that in AAA, saying, hey, he's competing in NXT, whatever. Go check it out. And then they do that to get both Mexican viewers to the States and then American viewers to AAA
Yeah.
in the meantime.
When I
That's what
thought
I,
he signed and I saw NXT, I was like, why NXT? And then I thought of the main roster. I was like,
yeah, because that's the thing. No one's going to know who he
yeah,
is from the main roster,
go
so
to
better
NXT.
off.
Go NXT. I feel like you got a name that he could like, uh, like more than a few people would know him, but like just look at the roster is nothing for him.
Yeah.
You need to send him to NXT.
I don't really think he needs like developmental
Oh
work.
no, no.
It's just getting people used to who he is
Yeah, and you also
first.
gotta teach him how to, cause television in Mexico and television here is way different.
Yeah.
I think in AEW you have what, like maybe two or three matches, right?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I remember he was on one Dynamite.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't remember how many matches he's had, but probably doesn't have that much experience with like the way U.S. television works, like, and the way WWE wants you to do it,
Yeah.
polls and do all the other extra shit, which helps everything seem more dramatic and it helps out the product. But now he's got to learn all that, so probably better for him to go to NXT.
Probably. I mean, it's Circle Debate said it was great for picking up for Papa 8. I just hope they use him properly and hoping they build a good package for him coming into the NXT. Can't
Yeah,
wait. Same here. I just hope they don't change him up a lot.
I
To
don't think
keep
they
him the way
will.
he is and just
Yeah,
introduce him to the crowd like that. I mean, they already put it out on social media. People know who's Dragon Lee. You know what
yeah,
I mean? They just gotta. I think their introduction to Dragon Lee, because again, WWE fans don't really watch. Not I'm not saying all of them, but most WWE fans don't follow outside of WWE. They're not gonna know what he's did beforehand.
yeah.
So just get him used to the crowd. I don't know if he speaks well of English. I don't know how well his promos are gonna turn out to be. So I hope his promos, if he does speak English, he probably cut his own promos. Cool. Just let him do his thing. You know, let him show. He's a great wrestler. So just put him against great people who can work
Phenomenal,
well with.
phenomenal.
And like one tweet I saw before was that a dream match between him and Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
That would be a great match. That's got to be a
that would
takeover.
be dope. That would be dope. Yeah,
It's got to
now
be
we
a
got a
takeover.
couple. We got That's a big pickup. That's a big
It is.
pickup. Now it's just like Circle Debate said. Hopefully, they have a plan for him coming in. It's not just we got Dragon Lee. You know what I mean? Like one of
Yeah, yeah.
those signings that's just like, oh yeah,
Here's the question though: is this like? Because I remember a few months back when Triple H first started doing creative, there
yes,
was like a whole bunch of like rumors that like he may change NXT Black and Gold again. You know, then bringing in these independent wrestlers again to NXT. Is this the start of that again? Are we going to see more independent stars get signed to NXT again like it was before 2.0?
I think so. I think this is the start of it. I think this is the start of more international guys coming over, especially now that they're branching out with NXT and well, trying to branch out like they just did. NXT Europe was announced. I'm sure we'll get NXT around the globe. You know what I mean? So this
Yeah,
is kickoff to sign in a lot of international stars, but also the indie pickups. Also,
yeah. So
now it's just tougher because there's other contracts out there. You know what I mean? With Impact, AEW, stuff like that.
it's just, I think, I just hope they do that. I mean, there's, like I said before, Shinsuke going to Japan. Um, Hopefully they can branch out to that, have him be like their head scouting of Japan, even though he's still wrestling. To kind of scout there to see like, oh, we could sign this Japanese star and to do something there. I hope.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think that's something that may happen in 2023 is the scouting of and bringing more international stars in um, to NXT. Not just NXT Europe because they kind of have to do that there, but I feel like that's going to happen a lot more in 2023. Is bringing more international and more independent stars to NXT.
Yeah. Which should have been their goal for years now, which they
Yeah,
stopped. It was, and then they just stopped it and they said, "Yo, if you don't like hit the cutoff, forget about it." Now they at least look at the younger stars and like, okay,
yeah,
let's take them in. You know what I mean? Instead of just let's see what the college athletes could do.
yeah. Because I
And they
feel like
get
that
stuck with a Gabe Stevenson
Gable
situation
Stevenson.
where
Yeah, yeah,
he doesn't pick up as quick as you thought because you thought every Olympic wrestler was the same. I guess I
yeah,
don't fucking know. Like they introduced it to us 3 times and then we didn't see him till like what this past month. We haven't seen him since what Mania.
yeah. I think so.
Remember there was a couple pay per views in a row. They would always show him in the front.
Yeah,
It was like, oh, he's debuting at the Rumble. Oh, okay. Nah, they
guess
gotta
not.
do something with him at Mania. Okay, they're not gonna do it. Okay, where's the dude at? And then he just randomly shows up on the episode that Kurt Angle's there.
Yeah,
Like, come on. But yes, they gotta get more indie guys that have experience.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Too. I get it. They want to go younger, like with age wise, they want to go like the early 20s or whatever their age target is. But
Yeah,
they at least like that's they should have done that from the beginning too of 2.0 was at least sign some experienced wrestlers
yeah,
because you can't really trust. I'm not saying that all of them are terrible, but you can't trust all these inexperienced people because not all, like you said, not all of them are going to adapt to wrestling immediately. You know, we've seen Gable Stevenson was a perfect example.
yeah.
You know, I think the problem with him was that he didn't train at the performance center. I
I
believe it was
think.
with Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, okay. I think what the problem with him was that WWE like just jumped the gun on it. Like just wait a little bit. Okay, it got out that you signed him. You don't have to show him on TV. You don't have to do all this promotion with him and then end up doing nothing. Like let him train, let him take as long as he needs to be good. You know what I mean? That you could trust him
Yeah,
in the ring. Try him on NXT and then bring him up. You know what I mean? Like everybody else. But they
yeah,
jumped the gun and he was even drafted.
exactly. That was
He was even drafted.
they hyped him
So
up too much. I
that's what it
think.
was, and they, like I said, I think they thought they had another Kurt Angle situation where somebody was gonna pick up like the next day. I guess like just pick everything up and be like, "Oh, he's a natural," and it just didn't work out that way.
And I get it. Like, not everyone's
It's
gonna
not
pick
his
up.
fault.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not really a bad thing if it takes people longer than others because it's wrestling. It's a whole different sport. But I think that um, and even that deal they had where it's like, oh, if you don't get it better in 6 months, you're gone from the company, and it's like that's gonna be a lot of people. I mean, I'm not saying everyone's gonna let go, but not
It's gonna
everyone's
be
gonna
a lot
adapt
of
really
people.
quickly. So you're gonna let go a lot of these people that you signed.
But what's crazy is that they're always signing people, so it's
Yeah,
not like
that is
every
true.
6 months they do that college athlete tryout or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
So like they're good.
that is true. Yeah, yeah. They just, I mean, they have a lot. They just have big, high standards for these athletes, as if all of them are gonna.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Papa
you.
H should play it smart coming into 2023, signing the right talent that fits his ideas creatively, not just signing talent and overwhelming them
Yeah.
much with so much talent on the roster. That is true. That is true.
Like I said, Dragon Lee, you don't want him to be just a look. We
Another
got
guy.
Dragon
Yeah.
Lee. Like you want him to actually be doing something. Have a plan for when he's coming in. Have something in the works, or at least have a couple of ideas for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause signing people just to sign them, I feel like that was kind of like I'm trying to think. There was a lot. I feel like the last one was like a Bobby Roode. When Bobby Roode got signed, it was more like he was a free agent. We got Bobby
Yeah.
Roode. It was cool they put him on the title and stuff, but it felt like they were just throwing opponents at him. He wasn't really like gradually making storylines in NXT. It was
Yeah.
just like they were throwing people at him. It was just I feel like he was a signing just a sign, which I think he shouldn't have been. He should have got more respect.
What do you guys think his WWE name is going to be? I don't think his name is going to change,
I
honestly.
hope not.
I
I
don't
hope
think it
not.
is.
Especially like you said, they announced it on like on the
Yeah.
Instagram, like Dragon Lee announces. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hopefully,
I think that's a household name already. Like you said before, that's a household name. Like they didn't change everybody's name when they got there. Like when it was Black and Gold NXT. Some people they may change like
some
their last name or their first name, but everyone pretty much kept their name. So
or a version of it.
yeah, or another version of it. But
Yeah,
so I don't think so, and I hope not too. Um, it's they already hyped him up too much as Dragon Lee. So might as well just keep it as Dragon Lee.
I don't know, man. Unless they don't got the rights to it, that'd
Ooh,
be
imagine.
tough. Imagine Triple A got the rights to that.
Damn, that would be. Damn, dude, would have to think twice about that. Like, shit, now we were messed up on here.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can have him. All right, cool.
cool, but we keep his name though. We keep his name. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said. I think with Dragon Lee is just. I, I I think they might end up doing a partnership, not partnership, but just like for a little bit, a short amount of time. Like you made him the AAA tag champs. You know, we got to put on it there.
Yeah,
Um, and hopefully they'll get more eyes for both companies.
that's
Because
a
they
fact.
have been hyping up some other stuff. If you look at the commentary for certain matches, you say like, "Oh, this superstar was a former Ring of Honor, whatever champion
Yeah,
in this company." So they got to do something. That they're probably going to mention he's a current AAA tag team champion. They're like, "Oh, it's AAA." I got to check that out.
that is true. Did you see switching gears? Did you see a video of Nakamura arriving in Japan?
I did with the paparazzi and stuff.
I believe so. I believe that was.
I didn't watch it completely or
I
listen
just
to
saw
it.
the video of it. I was like, oh, cool. I just
Guess
catch
he's
it up.
there. Yeah,
Yo, that man got love over there, bro.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's so crazy what's gonna be happening in the next couple of days.
That
So
match
we
is
got
happening soon,
him.
right?
We got what? What's up
That match with Muda is happening soon.
on the first?
Oh, that soon?
It's on the first. Yeah, that's why he arrived now.
I thought it was like next week, like
No, it's
next
on the
weekend.
no, it's on the first, I believe.
Oh shoot! Damn.
Yeah, so
See,
we
they didn't
got
hype it up that much. WWE.
no.
I didn't even know it was happening that soon.
Yeah, so we got him and Muda, and then Wrestle Kingdom happens. Well, we got that's the real Forbidden Door. We got AEW guys, WWE guys, um, Impact guys. It's just
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
yeah.
It's New Year's
Circle of
Day.
Base said
Yeah, it's
it's
the
on New Year's
first.
Day.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was later in the week. The thing is, though, here's my wild prediction. Here's my wild prediction. You want to hear this?
What's up?
What if Shinsuke stays in Japan and he shows up a few days later for
Just
Wrestle Kingdom? Or like not even like in
you know how
person,
insane that
at
would
least a
be.
video, but in person, if that happens, you heard it here first. I said it. I said it.
I, I've reported it first.
Yeah, but that'd be crazy though, because that could potentially happen if he stays a few more days in Japan, right?
Yeah, it is true. It is true. You
Because
know
they
the
already
pop he would get if he just showed up at Wrestle Kingdom?
exactly. I think this is going to be a big Wrestle Kingdom because you have
Oh,
Sasha Banks who's going to appear. That's already big. all the matches that are happening, the
Whole
headlines.
card is ridiculous.
It is. And just to top it off, bring back Shinsuke for a night. Doesn't have to be a feud. Just be like, oh, Shinsuke's here.
Yeah, that is true. Or even like, because now I know Wrestle Kingdom's 2 days, but now are they still having that third day show?
I
Because
don't
I know
know.
they do the New Year's Dash. Because I used to always watch Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash, but for the last 2 years, I don't remember if they had a New Year's Dash. I would think they would.
Is it
It's
Circle
not like
Debate
cutting off
said, I wouldn't
Raw.
be surprised if you still got Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash. That's what,
Yes. Okay. So yeah,
yeah,
still having. All right. Cool. All right, cool. I thought it was
yeah.
bugging.
So that'd be cool if he shows up.
It would.
They stopped the 2 night. They stopped the 2 nights?
Oh, thank God. I thought I thought I saw that was 2 nights. Okay,
Yeah, me too. I
cool.
thought it was 2 nights the entire time.
Nice. That's dope. Thank goodness. Somebody came. Somebody was like, "Yo, you know what? This shit's not working." Now I gotta look at the poster again. I
Now
thought it was
WWE has to
bugging.
stop doing that too.
Yo, I hate the 2 night shit.
I know.
I
I mean,
feel like
again, I
it's.
said
I
this
feel like
last
it's too
episode, and I
much,
wouldn't be.
man.
I said this last episode, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happened if like they just randomly announce that
Yeah,
that
he's right
WrestleMania
there.
40 is now one night again.
Nah. WWE is making too much money for that. They
Are you
they don't
sure though?
care. They don't care.
Then that is
Plus,
true.
they're also cutting in into like all the indie shows that would have been happening.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because usually when they're doing Hall of Fame or some shit, or even if they're doing a takeover, there's still indie shows running that people want to see. But now that they're doing 2 nights, I feel like the indies start even a day earlier,
yeah.
and they start having shows. I believe Wednesday night, so it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then that's it. And
Oh yeah,
then
they take over the
throughout
whole
the
week.
days.
Yeah, that is true. They take
So
over
I
that
don't
whole
see I
week.
don't see I don't see WWE stopping it. I think they're like,
They can still find a way though, if you think about it. Because I
you know
think,
how you find a way? You look at like the people booking, right? They
yeah,
sit at a table and they could go, yo, this year, guess what? Not everyone needs a match. Whoa, like,
yeah,
oh shit. Do you mean we could do one night again? You're right, yeah. Not everyone needs a match.
and they could
I'm
spread
sorry
it
to
out.
say it. WrestleMania has always been like the best of the best.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's cool that everybody gets a shot, but sometimes it's exhausting.
I know. And they could just easily figure it out. Like I get it, they want to have a lot of people involved in it, but it's like we said this before. They can spread it out from the Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, before and after Mania. They could figure out
Exactly.
midway like who has the best storyline, who are people invested in the most, and then you base it off of that. If it's like
Exactly.
the least important ones, put it on the Raw and SmackDowns. If it's the top pay per view, the top feuds that people are highly invested in, put it on Mania. It's
Exactly.
you have a team of writers who can easily pick that out from social media and be like, hey, people love this match. Let's put it on Mania. People love that match. Put it on Mania. People don't love this feud much. Let's put it on Raw.
But they still want to
So
see the match. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like, like, sorry to sound mean, but that's just, it is what it is.
it is what it is.
Some storylines don't belong on Mania. And it's like, what are we doing?
I
I
know
believe it
that.
was 37 that had it was for the women's title, right? And the
Yeah,
match was on Sunday, but they did like a number one contender Saturday night
yeah. It
four
was like the
way.
tag
That
belts.
didn't
I think
need
it
to
was.
be on
Yeah,
Mania.
yeah.
That shit could have
That
been on SmackDown.
exactly. The number was contender match. It was like a gauntlet, and then like they had both. Yeah, I remember that.
But then they moved the men's tag to SmackDown.
Yeah.
That was the year when the Mysterios, I believe it was the Usos. It
Uso,
was
I
a
believe
couple of them.
so.
It was like, and it was a good match, and they moved it to SmackDown. But
And
we
then
had the
then
number one
this year they had the
contender.
New Day and I think Sheamus. I think it was a New Day, Sheamus and
Yep.
Butch, and they
Yeah.
put that for like five
No, it
minutes.
was Butcher and Holland.
Okay, then
Because
that
I
was like a
remember
5 minute
New Day
match.
dressed as Big E because he had just broke his neck,
Yes.
and they kept showing the replay
Yeah. Oh
over
yeah.
and
Oh
over
man, I
and
remember that.
over, and
It
then
was
they
like I think
lost.
I think the
They were
replays.
dressed as him, and
Yeah.
they lost.
I think the replays lasted longer than the match. I was like,
Yeah,
you could have had that
I
on
believe it was a
SmackDown
short one,
or the Raw after. It doesn't. You could have waited for that.
just to squash New Day.
But
That's
it was
crazy.
the, stuff like that kind of gets me tight a little bit. It's like they know. I don't. They don't know how to like space it out a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what
And
I'm
it,
hoping with. Now everybody's hyped with Triple H with the storylines. I'm hyped with him with pay per views, cutting them shorter,
yes,
making more important matches, and then just having everybody there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
come on, bro, let's do this.
And I think that's kind of what I want in 2023. Shorter pay-per-views. Not like 2 hours, but like matches. You can
I
have
just want
six
more
matches,
meaningful
20 plus
ones.
minutes each, but it's just
Yeah, I
keep
just
the
want meaningful pay per views.
exactly.
Like, if I could watch it, if I'm gonna watch the rematch of this tomorrow night, this shouldn't be on the card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I saw it
Yeah.
last week. You put it on the pay per view today, and then they're gonna have a rematch tomorrow. I don't need to see it
Exactly.
on the pay per view.
Exactly. It should be pay-per-view over with or
Yeah.
at least spaced it
The
out.
the only people I give a pass to, and people who complain about it because they're super long, is the AEW ones. But my argument is we only get 4 of them a year,
Yeah.
and most of the time it got. I feel like it flies by sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of the time of the pay per views, you'll get, of course, not every match is phenomenal, but there's not a lot that are really
You,
bad. You
you,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Most of them are entertaining, and I feel like it flies by. When you're doing that a couple pay per views every month, tough. When you
Yeah.
only got 4, I'll give you the pass. Now, if you go past 12:30, that's OD. I feel
Yeah, that's
if
OD.
we're ending past 12:30, that's OD.
And it ends
12 o'clock is pushing it, and I'll still give you the pass. But 12:30, that shit better be done.
exactly. Exactly. Did you see that that like they announced the match for this Monday's live event at MSG for the IC title? Did you
Oh,
see
the
that?
ladder match that
Yeah.
happened? Yeah,
I'm tight we didn't go, first of all.
yeah.
Like that was in New York. Second, that's the type of match I want to see at Elimination Chamber. That's the match I want to see.
That should be the elimination chamber.
Them five plus somebody else in Elimination Chamber. Although I do want to see that ladder match in like actually on pay-per-view. Um, I would rather still have an Elimination Chamber because I was going to say like have that same five participants enter a ladder match at Mania, but if they bring back Money in the Bank, then have Money in the Bank instead. Then just put the same 5, 6 people into Elimination Chamber
Yep.
for the title this time. That would be amazing. That would be a match I want to see instead of just putting 5 people that Roman Reigns is most likely going to squash in a match like he did that one time.
Yeah. Facts.
It's like make it meaningful. That should be a meaningful pay per view too. They got rid of all the gimmick pay per views. That's the only kind of gimmick one left,
Yeah.
or speculate whatever they call it, the speculations. But make that one meaningful. Gunther has a lot of contenders you can put in that
Who
match.
who you putting at that last spot?
I, you can
Cause
put a
then
lot
it
of people.
was Escobar,
Ricochet,
Nakamura, Ricochet,
Kofi,
Kofi,
Gunther. Then I think that was
and that
it.
was it.
I would put LA Knight.
LA Knight.
I would put LA Knight. I don't care if he loses like 10 in a row. You had Seth Rollins lost every single pay per view and he won the United States Championship.
That's very true.
They don't really care about that. So might as well put LA Knight. That'll make it star power.
Elimination Chamber is right before Mania, right?
Yeah. That's why I was saying like
You gotta put Brock in that shit. Just the
still give him a
hype of
chance.
him and Gunther.
Ooh.
Imagine watching an elimination chamber and Brock is jumping up and down and he's the last one to open. And you're just waiting to see when is he gonna come out
Yeah.
of his cage and what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I
Think
didn't
that's
think about
dope.
that.
I think that's dope.
Maybe you even have him come out afterwards. Be like,
That
I want
too.
that belt.
That too.
That's the belt I want to win. Or even have him come out before. Be like, I'm gonna
I'm
challenge the
gonna
winner.
watch. Put him on
Yeah.
commentary for the match.
Exactly.
I'm down with
Exactly.
that.
Put him on commentary. Or just be like, you don't even announce him being there. You don't even advertise him.
Nah, his music
Just
just hits as
yeah,
they're about
like
to
it
ring the
just
bell.
exactly because we talked about this many times too. It's like his
props.
music cutting is just at random points makes it,
He's important.
yeah,
He's
makes it
important.
important. So
Yeah,
like,
like
just have him come out randomly and be like, "Yo, I'm here.
you know how
I'm
hype the
challenging
place would
the
get.
IC title."
That would get the crowd even more hype for that match.
Exactly. Like whoever wins this, I mean, it may be predictable, but like Gunther is Gunther. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would be mad if he wins that match anyways, even if it
Yeah,
wasn't
true.
against Brock.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So,
I
did you
want
hear
to see
this?
that this year though.
Oh yeah, that's
Brock and
definitely a
Gunther.
match. Even if it's not a Mania, make it a SummerSlam match. Not for the
Yeah,
title. I still don't care.
I don't care. I just need that match.
Yeah. Um, did you hear that Stephen A. Smith is rumored to be a manager heading into Mania?
What?
Stephen A. Smith from ESPN. You're mad about that? You don't want that to happen?
Who's he gonna be a manager for?
I don't know. They just said he. I think it was like I don't think it was like a WWE rumor. I think it was just he said it that he wants to be involved in Mania storylines. I'm not saying it is happening. It's just something
No,
that
yeah.
he said on live. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't
You
mind
wouldn't
it.
mind that?
No, because he's entertaining. He's super entertaining.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Like you don't even like in my opinion, like I wouldn't even have him as a manager. I would have him commentate some matches in the
Commentary.
pre-show
Yeah.
on Mania.
Yeah,
That would
why
be
not?
better. Yeah,
You need to just
he's
put
good
him
in the
and
mic
McAfee
anyway. So
together.
yeah,
Wow, putting him and McAfee together for a watch party of WrestleMania and
that
then
would be
them with
amazing.
commentary would be ridiculous.
It would be. It would
WWE,
be.
please do that. Please do that. I would order that version.
Oh yeah,
I
of
would order
course.
that commentary. McAfee and Stephen A. Smith calling the whole show. Are you
Oh
kidding me?
man, yes. Man, like, you could have that for McAfee's show.
That's what I'm
Doesn't he
saying.
do like his own
Yo,
show with like his crew and everything?
yo, is he coming back or no?
I don't know. I don't know because it seems like he's doing. It seems like he's Pat McAfee's doing a lot with this show in college football.
He's doing a lot.
I want him back because you know how
He's very
dedicated he
entertaining.
is for WWE.
Yeah, he was the
So,
best thing going on SmackDown for a moment.
oh yeah, of
Like he
course.
was so entertaining, and he really made you want to see SmackDown. And then they just took him away from us.
I mean, I
We
won't.
took it for granted. We took it for
Yeah,
granted.
yeah. And the thing, like, I do want to see him like wrestle in the Rumble. That's something I want to see.
Yeah, that would be
Um,
cool. That would be cool.
like that would be a great like surprise. Like, oh shit, he actually came out. But
Facts.
I don't know if he's gonna be like full time commentary. Maybe like 4 big pay per views, like a
I would like him
WrestleMania,
to come.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I would. I would like that.
That would be cool to have him back for. Even though it's not full time on SmackDown, just something to have him back for.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, he was. Yo, he was so good.
Yeah,
Like, when was the last time we got a new commentator and we were like, "Whoa, this guy's amazing."
I don't know.
Couldn't tell
I
you.
couldn't tell you. Yeah,
Couldn't tell you.
he had. I
Maybe
mean,
Ronaldo.
yeah, but he was a commentator beforehand though, so he's just switching sports.
That is true. But he had his radio show before he came.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was kind of the same.
kind of.
But we just didn't know what energy he could bring, and he's
Pat
a
will be
man.
back out of the season over for NCAA football. I hope. I
Who's
mean,
throwing
if he
him?
does really well with them, they might want to keep him there.
Yeah,
That's what I'm scared of.
ESPN is dope.
And if they pay him a lot
Plus,
more money,
he's got the kickoff. He got the show in the morning, and then he does the primetime game watch along at 8, like how the Mannings do for Monday night. He
yeah,
does it with the college game.
and he's doing a lot.
Yeah, he's
He
killing
might
it.
be getting
He's
paid a
killing
lot
it.
too.
He's
So
killing it.
that's what I'm worried about. If he gets paid more, he might stay there.
Oh, hell yeah! But he does love wrestling.
He
So I
does.
feel like even like you said, we get him for like a couple pay-per-views. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, they should have him do like the pay per view. Like instead of Corey Graves and Michael Cole, it should be Pat McAfee and Michael Cole.
Yeah,
They fit well together too.
they do. They really killed it. They really
They
killed
did
it when they were together. He really, I think he brought Michael Cole back to a
amazing.
respectable level just
Yeah,
because of the way they were feeding off of each other.
they bounced off, and sometimes he made it hilarious. There was
Yeah,
sometimes he made
and
it
now
super entertaining.
ever since that Michael Cole has been on his shit.
He
Like, when was the
has.
last time somebody talked shit about Michael Cole?
Yeah,
You remember there was a time,
yeah,
yo, and fuck Michael Cole. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things that I was like, yo, I hate hearing this guy's voice. Then Morrow came and was like, whoa, bring this guy up, send Michael Cole down.
yeah,
And then that was it. Then once Ronaldo left, started shitting on Cole again. But ever since he's been with McAfee, no one has said a word.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, people think this is one of those moments that people are now respecting Cole again. Same thing
Yes.
with Sheamus. People are realizing now that he's doing very well, putting the commentary on his not on his back, but them together putting commentary on their backs,
Yeah,
and it was like they're amazing. They're amazing.
it's
Um,
a fact.
what
It's just,
returns are you expecting for 2023? Are you expecting any returns for any company debuts?
uh, well, of course, the Cody return. Who
Yeah,
could, who
yeah.
could, who can't
Any
wait
any
for the
big
Cody return?
surprises in wrestling? I should say.
And surprises. I think we're gonna see a lot more jumps
Okay.
to both sides, not just one way. I think we're gonna see a little back and forth. People going back, people leaving. You know what I mean? Like maybe people that left and want to come back. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that WWE's gonna try to snatch up, especially because they left the company and got hot,
Yeah.
which
Like,
is smart of them. Now it's
it
up to
is.
them if they want to come back or not. It's smart of WWE to want them back, but now it's on them to. Do I want to go back there?
Yeah.
Is it changed?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Because we already have like rumors of like now FTR might be wanting to go back. They lost two of their three titles. People are speculating that they're going to go back to WWE when their
Yeah,
contracts are over.
which I really hope not. We've talked about this. I feel like there's not, like I don't know. There's more of there's more for them out here than there is
In
under a
there.
WWE contract.
Yeah.
Not saying like under AEW, but I'm just saying out like as free agents. There's so much more for them than they have if they just signed under WWE.
I mean,
Which I
I
wouldn't.
yeah,
Who cares if they? You know what I mean? Like it's up to them if they want to do that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If they feel like it's time to go back, go back. Like who the fuck am I to be like, oh, I'm gonna hate FTR now? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
But like, I hope not. But if it is, hopefully they treat them better.
I I agree with that, but like I don't expect them to return soon though to WWE.
What do you mean?
I would give them like probably 2024. I'm
Okay.
seeing them doing some type of like deal with AEW to like, oh, we still want to work for you, appear on AEW, but also want to do things outside. To where I want to focus more on doing outside work like they've been doing,
Yeah.
but then eventually, you know, once we feel comfortable that we've done a lot outside of AEW, hopefully win the AEW tag belts again if they get that opportunity. And once we feel ready, we'll go back and be like, now we want to still we've elevated our game. We've proven ourselves over the last 2+ years. We want to go back now to AEW to WWE and just go up against their best, I guess.
Yeah.
Again, even though they've competed against everybody there already, there's still like people they like the Usos elevated their game since the last time FTR was there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be more tag teams that probably come and go or resign with WWE or they build up naturally that they could probably want to face.
Oh yeah,
You know,
facts.
they've brought
Which
back
is a good thing. It
Imperium.
shows that WWE is trying their best to improve their tag roster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right now, they haven't really been doing a lot, but
They can try. I mean, it's not going to hurt them if they push
just
one tag
try,
team.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the tag division. Lately, it's been trash. Like, please.
Like yeah, the booking has been trash. I don't want to say the tag teams have been trash,
Oh no,
but
no, no! Not like the tag teams
yeah,
themselves,
yeah,
but like the way they're booking them is just like, come on, we could do better than this. But
yeah,
also, like, they're not building the teams to be superstars.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, they turned Gable and Otis into a joke, which they should have been a serious ass amateur wrestling tag team, just
yeah.
running through teams, and then you gave them fucking just comedy shit to do, and now it's like it's cool. They probably if they're enjoying it, good for them. But like they had so much potential, and as a fan, it's like, fuck, bro, another tag team that could have
Yeah.
been something.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many Street Profits. I don't think they went up against FTR. I don't think they ever crossed paths. Maybe like once, but I'm pretty sure that was like early Street Profits career. Maybe not
Yeah,
even.
not positive to be honest.
Yeah, they have Imperium. They can definitely build up. They're great tag team wrestlers. They have Legato, who they got to build up. They have
They
so
have a tag
many.
division.
Yeah,
They have it. It's just they don't utilize it. Like there's the tag teams are just sitting there
yeah,
doing nothing, and it's like
yeah,
they put them in triple threat matches and shit and factions. And it's just like,
yeah.
can we just have
That
a
is true.
tag match,
I expect
please?
their tag division to at least escalate if FTR wants to go back. Like, oh shit, they're coming back.
This year they
We
got
gotta.
built up. This year they got built up their tag division because they
Oh yeah,
have
of
too many
course.
teams signed that are actually good to just have it the way it is.
Yeah,
There's no real contenders, and that shouldn't be a thing.
yeah. One thing that I expect in 2023. I mean, this is probably pretty much is an obvious one because a lot of people are talking about it. But it's Sasha Banks showing up in AEW.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't think it's gonna happen soon. I know January 11th, Saraya has like a mystery tag partner. People are saying that's
Oh,
her.
is that the LA show?
Yeah. And then it's like, that could be her. I'm not saying it isn't Sasha or Mercedes now.
You
But
heard
the
it here
thing is,
first.
yeah. But the thing is, though, like, she also does want to wrestle in Japan, right? If she wants to wrestle in Japan, how long and when is she going to start and how long is she going to do it for? That's the thing. I don't think she's going to go to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom, leave, and then show up in AEW for one day, then
Facts.
leave,
Yeah.
then not see her for a few months. I think if they want to introduce her, like, introduce her at a show, then push like and sign her immediately and have her show up every week instead of just once, wait a few months or days or weeks, then have her come back after a while. That's
Yeah.
not going to make sense. So I'm gonna say she does show up in AEW, but later on in the year, not soon.
I can see that happening. I definitely think I kind of see her back in WWE rather than
Ooh,
AEW. I would
okay,
love to see her in AEW. I would love to see what she could do outside of the Banks name and see what she could do to build up herself.
yeah,
Even though I feel like she kind of did that herself with the Banks character. So it's like kind of see like where the Mercedes character could go. What's the personality gonna be like? Is it gonna be straight her? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or but I think it's dope if she does show up at Wrestle Kingdom. Do you think there's people out there that are gonna watch that just to see if Sasha Banks shows up?
That's what I was gonna say. Like that's making me want to stay up till two,
Really?
2 in the morning. But it's like, what if she doesn't though? I don't. I
That's
mean,
just
I'm not
Sasha.
saying she wouldn't. I mean, obviously, there's reports that she's going to be there.
Yeah.
But like, what if she? I don't know. There's like a certain thing in the back of my mind. It's like, what if she just doesn't show up for some
She
reason?
might
I don't know.
not. Yeah.
But the thing, what was I gonna say? I just was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought. Um, but yeah, like I don't think she is gonna show up the AEW sooner than we think. Maybe she'll take time in Japan. Oh yeah, you mentioned before, like who is Mercedes compared to Sasha Banks?
Yeah.
I think Sasha Banks is Mercedes, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't. I think that is naturally her because I think she put more of herself into it. Um, but maybe because I don't see it being like Mercedes being too far apart from Sasha. Maybe it is completely different than what we think. Um, I don't know. We just got to wait. That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I want to see where it goes. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna be dope. I think the way if she does get into AEW, it'll be at Forbidden Door.
yeah,
I think she's gonna be in Japan for a while. If she decides to go to Japan, she's gonna be in Japan for a while. But now you also gotta think: is New Japan in a deal with WWE right now? Because right now they link Anderson defend his belt,
yeah,
right? Did they make a deal being like, "Yo, let Sasha just chill here for like half the year, and then we'll take her back at SummerSlam"?
yeah. That is true.
You
That
know
is
what I
true.
mean? Like do like a little trade off. I mean, like we let your guy hold the belt. You know what I mean? We let
Yeah.
Carl Anderson show up here. Let us have Sasha just chill here for a little bit,
Maybe,
and
yeah,
then we'll
maybe
take
that
her
was
back.
the deal. Like if we let Carl Anderson compete there, if
Yeah,
we give Sasha Banks back, something like that. I don't know,
yeah.
but that's
Because there's
smart
no
them
way
to.
they signed him and they were like, "Yo, drop the belt." They were definitely like, "Yo, wait," because we want our guy to be out there.
Yeah,
Because it also looks good for WWE, but it also looks good for New Japan. Because one of your wrestlers went to the highest level in USA, in the USA. You know what I mean? Like they signed with the top company,
yeah,
so it kind of makes both look good. But it's more WWE side. So maybe the trade, maybe there was a trade off, or maybe she's like, "Fuck WWE, I'm chilling. I'm gonna do this, and then maybe I'll be in AEW soon
yeah,
or
probably.
Impact." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what if she doesn't like end up wanting to go back if this is a WWE deal? Because she may end up loving Japan more than we know it. Because that's always been her dream of hers to wrestle there.
Yeah.
The way I see it is Sasha is trying to find her passion back into pro wrestling for her to venture to other promotions, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro, CMLL, AAA, Impact would be great for her, of
I
course.
always say if she leaves, she gotta go to Impact. Impact has, yo, their women's division is elite.
I said the same thing for Mandy though.
Yeah,
Mandy should go to Impact if she wants to continue wrestling
yeah,
because that they have
but
a great roster.
that is true what he's saying though. That she's trying to find her passion back into pro wrestling. Maybe it's just that she's burnt out from WWE and just needs a break from them. And it's just like, yo,
Yeah,
I need to get this love back before I get back to WWE. Let me see if I could go find it. Cause who knows? She might go to Japan and fucking hate that shit and just come back and go straight to Hollywood.
yeah. Or she might go like what he's saying, go to all these companies around the world from AAA, Impact. Maybe she wants to venture out and just spread her name out, not in just in one place.
Yeah, she might do the McIntyre.
Hmm.
She might do a McIntyre and build up her name again, and then just head back.
Again, yeah. I mean, yeah, just build up her name and just come back as maybe she comes back as Mercedes and not Sasha Banks anymore.
Yeah, yo,
Like, obviously, we know it's the same person, but she
not
just
yet
comes back
facts.
as Mercedes.
Yo, imagine she goes on that run though. That'd be fire.
That would be a
Yo,
great one. That'd
Drew
be a
on
great one.
that run was fucking ridiculous. Like he was unstoppable. He
Yeah,
was in the UK, the US. He was just everywhere, bro.
yeah,
He was in like every weekend. He was books like just book galore, bro. And then he did like a month that he was just like at every fucking New York promotion. Like I felt like he did like months at just different states. It was just like bang, bang, bang. And I was like, holy shit. You can catch him Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Just gotta go to a different borough, homie.
yeah,
And he was on a crazy ass run, winning belts everywhere. And then they had no other choice but to sign him again. But I think that was WWE's plan. I think they helped him out. They pushed him. They were like, "Yo, we're gonna let you go out there, build the shit out, like out of you, and then we're just gonna bring you back when you're at the height." Because they
yeah,
only signed him when he was at his height in the Indies,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden he just showed up at NXT. I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I
So
miss
maybe
those
she'll go
days
on a
though.
run like that. That's just like, holy shit, Sasha Mercedes is killing it, and then WWE has no other choice but like, all right, she's getting too hot now. Come on, bring her back in. Bring her back in.
Yeah,
So it might be
it,
one of those situations, which I hope it is because that'd be dope to see her go on a run like that and actually like, because I feel like a lot of people have lost respect for her,
hmm,
like wrestling wise. But I think her doing something like this will bring back the respect. Kind of like what we talked about before with Michael Cole and McAfee, kind of taking like pulling it out of him. Sasha going to another company and getting that passion back and getting that respect back.
I think Naomi, on the other hand, I think she's just going back to WWE. Like
I don't
that,
even know if she's gonna go back to wrestling. To be honest,
I do.
you think so?
I think she'll make her way back eventually. I'm not saying soon, like within the next month or so, but I'm saying like in 2023, we're definitely going to see her back at some point in WWE.
Probably.
Um, and
I just always thought like For Naomi, I feel like she was just done with it. I don't know. That's how I looked at it. I was like, she'll probably go just do like her modeling stuff and all the stuff that she had outside of WWE, and then just stop wrestling. But who knows? Maybe she might go back.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
It would be
the
cool.
husband is there. Like,
I mean, who knows? Like her family's in the business
yeah,
still. I mean, yeah, it's up to her at the end of the day whether she wants to go back. She doesn't have to go back,
exactly.
but it's like it'd just be cool to see her back in the ring. I mean, people do are big fans of her in the ring. She's
Oh yeah,
not
of
terrible in
course.
the ring. She's awesome.
Oh no, yeah.
So I think
She's
she would.
gotten better over
I
the
think
years.
that's gonna want to drive her back is how much people miss her in the ring. You know, kind of like
Yeah.
in a similar path of what Circle Debate said with finding Sasha's passion. I think she's gonna end up missing the ring. Maybe just do like maybe she's still training. Maybe she's still like running the ropes. Maybe they have like their own like
Oh,
ring in their
definitely.
garage or something.
Oh, they
And still,
most definitely. Gotta stay
but
in
I feel
shape
like if
just in
she'll
case
eventually find her way
anytime.
back.
Yeah, probably.
But for Sasha, like if Sasha ends up going to AEW, right? I think it should be a genuine return, like a surprise. I meant a surprise,
Yeah,
as of like how Soraya's debut happened. No one knew she was showing up that day at Grand Slam.
yeah.
That was like completely out of nowhere. If she showed up the same way, because I feel like with this whole surprise mystery tag partner that she has, people are going to tune in, but
Oh,
people are
most
expecting to beat
definitely.
her. So I think if she just shows up randomly down the line at Forbidden Door or around that time on a Dynamite, people are gonna be like, "Oh shoot, she's here." That's gonna get people talking, and it's gonna be tweeting. People are gonna tune in and be like, "Oh shoot, she's actually here."
Yeah.
You know,
She
that's gonna
might
be more
even
genuine of a reaction than this one.
yeah. She might even do like what Cardona did with
what
AEW,
Cardona did with AEW,
and then do like
and then do like,
oh should I
oh,
hear
should I hear
echo?
echo?
That's on you
That's
or
on
me?
you or me?
Be that again, sorry.
Wait, you hear the echo
Wait,
still?
you hear that?
No. Yeah, I hear it
I
still.
hear still.
And go.
Yo,
Is it me? You hear me?
I hear you now. I don't hear echo no more. I hear a little
Okay,
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. Is
Do you
that
hear me
on
from
you
my
or
mic?
my side?
I think it's on me,
I hear you.
but it's
I
not
hear
from the
no more
mic.
echo. I hear no more echo now.
No more echo.
No more
Okay,
echo. We're cool now.
but it's on my microphone though, right?
I think we good now though.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
We cool? Alright, good, good.
All right. So yeah, what were you
Um
saying?
fuck. I lost my train of thought. Hold up.
Damn, lost train of thought.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. We're talking about Sasha. I know that. We're talking about
Yeah,
Sasha.
talking about AEW.
Oh, like she might do like Cardona. That's what I was saying. She might do
Yeah,
like Cardona and do a one-off appearance. Like remember how Cardona came out, helped Cody when he was getting attacked, and then did
yeah,
one match and just left.
yeah.
I
I
could
remember
see
that.
Sasha. I could see Sasha doing that with AEW, like not ready to sign anywhere, but she'll do a show up just to like feel it out and see how she feels about it.
And kill it elsewhere.
Yeah,
That'd be
because
cool.
she might do the. She might be this special partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Come out, feel out AEW, do the one match, and then we'll see what happens down
but
the
then
road.
the thing
I'm just
is
trying
though,
out everything right now.
the
You
thing
know what I
is though,
mean?
like I feel like with that they're gonna speculate that she is signed, and that's what I kind of like
Nah,
don't want.
you don't put up the Mercedes is all elite. If it's not
Yeah,
up, she's not signed, baby. If it's not up, she's not signed. Alright? Everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, they signed Sasha.
no, we didn't. No,
No,
they
it was a
didn't.
one-off appearance. Cardona showed up, and there was never a Cardona's all elite. You know what I mean? If it's
Yeah,
a one-off appearance, it's a one-off appearance. And I think with Sasha, that would be cool because you give the fans that moment. It shows that she's still gonna be wrestling, but she's not signed.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then maybe she goes back to Japan. Maybe she goes to the Indies. Maybe she tries out Impact for a one-off match. You know what I mean? She just tries out everywhere and then decides. Then maybe after that, she was like, okay, I'll stay in Japan for a little bit. Oh,
And I
you know
think
what? AEW did show me some love. Let me go over there. Oh, Impact was dope. They have a stacked division. You know what I mean? Then she has options.
I think 2023 is gonna be her year, like
I hope.
women's probably number one women's wrestler by the end of 2023.
I hope so, man. I hope when we're doing the list next year, she's up there.
Yeah,
That'd be dope as hell. Cause I love Sasha, man.
yeah, me
I
too.
hope she succeeds outside WWE.
Yeah, same with a lot of people. I think.
Oh yeah, man, I don't think there's one wrestler that I really like hate. Like I hate the character and stuff like that. I hate shit that they've done. But there's not like a wrestler that I'm just like I hate this guy. Actually, no, I take that back. I lied. I lied.
Yeah,
We've talked about that though. But now he's back. Like I don't really hate the guy no more. Cool with me now. But yeah, like everybody, I would love for every wrestler to go to a company and succeed there. It's just not gonna happen. There's only so much so much titles and awards and shit like that. But that doesn't you don't even need that to be successful.
that is true.
Because even like I was watching an interview with Taz, and he was like, I just wanted to make it as a wrestler. If I was able to pay my bills, I was gonna be fine. And I'm like, that's a fire way of looking at it.
Yeah,
Like the man didn't need no, and he was like, his three wishes were um, to win one title anywhere in any company, make it a living, and fight in MSG once. I was like, that's not bad goals.
yeah,
And he was like, for real with himself. He was like, I'm a short dude. WWF is the land of the giants. They're the only place that runs MSG. I would do it. I would try to do it at least once because he knew it wasn't. That was him telling you shit ain't gonna work out if I go over there. That was
yeah,
in his mind. He was like, I just want to fight there once. I don't
yeah.
want
Played
to
them
pay
one
the man
time.
tonight. I just want to fight there once, baby.
Yeah,
But it's like cool that like a lot of like people be like, oh, I bet this wrestler hates this shit. Like, oh, he's not doing nothing. Might be chilling. He gets to be on TV every week, gets to have a match, gets to wrestle, which is most of the time the thing that they love the most. There are guys out there that are looking for money though, but success is different for everybody. You know what I mean? So like, I hate to say, oh, they're not successful, but that was a random ass tangent. But
yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, let me just say it.
I mean, the thing was, Taz, he killed it as a commentator too. On top of
Yo,
that,
he got so good, bro. He's got so good. He's up there.
he is.
I grew up with his voice,
Me too. Me
which
too.
is crazy to say. Taz was my commentator.
Yeah.
Taz and Michael Cole, and then was King
You
and
heard him
Jim Ross.
everywhere too, which is crazy. You heard him
Yes.
in TNA, WWE, now AEW.
Yeah.
He was there. He was
Taz is
always
the
there.
man, bro. I still hate what WWE did to him, but like looking back at it at the time there was nowhere for him. That was a it was just I don't know. There was they didn't make him believable like he was believable in ECW. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Then we talked about this before. Like,
we did.
yeah, like he was beating the shit out of Bam Bam and shit, but then he got to WWF and you were like, well, I don't think he could beat Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? It was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck are we talking about? That's such a switch up. But it was just the way that ECW presented him and the way WWF presented him. And
yeah.
just it changed your it changed your look at him and was like, whoa. Even though now I just look at him as the human suplex machine, man. Can't
I
look at
still
him. I
refer to
can't
him as
watch
that.
WWF matches of Taz because it's like it's not the same.
Yeah,
But
really,
his commentary was ridiculous. He got
it
really
was
good at it.
great moments. He has the voice for it too, but it was
Yes.
like he could do anything, man.
Yeah, he was
He was a
dope.
great on-screen character, like commentator wise. He called great moments, like his.
And he could do the manager role. Like what
Yeah,
he did with Team Taz, which was ridiculous. I didn't think he could do that.
me too. I didn't
It
think that
was
was gonna work, but
really
it
good.
worked.
Team Taz was really good.
It really is. You know what I'm gonna say prediction for 2022, 2023. I'm going back a year. I'm saying Powerhouse and Ricky Starks are gonna be world champion and TNT champion by the end of the year. Maybe at the same time, but
Yeah.
they're definitely gonna be champions in 2023.
I I think Ricky will. I think Ricky will. Hobbs,
Yeah,
I hope. I hope. I just hope they keep building towards him.
I feel like we haven't seen Hobbs in a minute, but they're doing
Yeah,
those promos of the books of Hobbs, the Book of
yeah.
Hobbs, whatever,
Book of
which
Hobbs.
is
Yeah.
pretty cool. He's
I
definitely got
need
to
a
go on a
shirt.
run.
I need a I break back shirt. I like
Yeah,
that shirt. I like that shirt. Shout out Hobbs, man. But yeah, it'll be cool to see him in the TNT title picture, or even put him with the Ring of Honor guys. See what happens there.
yeah,
But Ricky,
my guy. He's got to win the world championship at
him
some
and
point.
MJF fall out. I believe
Yeah.
that's my prediction. That's gonna be the main event.
Oh, for
Starks and
sure.
MJF.
For sure.
Like it's just so good. You know what I
It's
mean?
written
Like,
there too. It's written there.
and it's so dope that they're finally like it took them a while, but it took them a while for a reason because they wanted to build them up right. That they're finally showcasing their guys.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Like they've always built up towards it and they were always getting big wins and stuff like that. But now you got them in title pictures. And I think that's so dope on where the company was 2 years ago.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's so awesome to see. So I would love to see that as the main event for All Out.
Oh, of course. Me
But
too.
the card is built around two of your biggest stars
They're
in the
upcoming
company.
stars. They're already built up already.
Yeah, because
Insane.
MJF is a star already.
He is. He is.
So
1,000%.
whoever pins MJF, that's a big
Ooh,
that's a that's a big deal in
that is.
AEW. You know what I mean? Especially with his character and the way he was built up and he was so dominant. You know what I mean? Like not dominant, but like on the mic and in the promos and always ahead of whoever he was fighting. Like it was just great how they built him up. And
I
Starks are
also,
doing the same thing, but Starks has been a slow. Like we talked about, he was the second guy in Team Taz.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was kind of in the background, and then Cage left. He became the guy. He was the front for the forefront, and then you had Hook, you had Hobbs, and then he went out. You know what I mean? It just the way they built him up was great, and now he's finally in the title picture. Gonna feud with Jericho. It's gonna be dope. That
And
shit's gonna
I won't be
be.
surprised if MJF holds the belt the entire year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't lose it this year.
Yeah,
Because maybe that'll be the storyline entering 2024. Where is he going to re-sign the contract? Is he going to stay with AEW?
exactly,
That's the big thing coming in 2023. And that's what I'm looking
exactly.
forward to is the end of 2023. That's the big question though. Like, will he resign in 2024? January, like December 31st, 2023. What the status going to be?
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know what the calendar year, I don't know if Wednesday is the 23rd, 29th, whatever.
I
But
would love
maybe
to
at
find
that
out.
last dynamite before 2023 ends, you have a title match. And that's what the whole thing is the story is based around. Is he going to retain it, keep it, going forward with the championship? Is he going to resign? I don't know. But is he going to lose? And then we kind of know what his status is. Or like I said, like, is he going to take the title with him wherever he goes? And then we don't know.
Yeah,
That leaves us a
and
question like, is he going to stay? Is he going to go?
facts.
Is he WWE bound? I don't know.
The way they handle that, I think is gonna be dope. Hopefully,
It is.
hopefully. Uh, like the way they go with that storyline, because we all know it's gonna come when 2024 comes.
Yeah.
We know that storyline is coming of MJF. Is he leaving or is he go? Is he leaving or is he staying? I just hope they do it good
Yeah.
and don't fuck it up. Whether he leaves or stays.
Yeah.
Because even if he leaves and you leave off with both sides on a high note, it's dope. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, have you ever? I think we talked about this. The conspiracy that the Montreal screw job was fixed,
Hmm.
and how like it just makes sense with little things like that they were both left off at a high note, right? Because they showed Brett destroying the tables and taking the cords and stuff and throwing it, looking into the hard cam, switching the cam to the hard cam, and him putting WCW. Um, and then it made both sides must watch.
Yeah.
Because now what happened that they took the title off of Brett, right? So I
Yeah.
gotta watch Raw. But is Brett gonna show up tomorrow? Does that mean he's gonna be on Nitro? So like when I first heard that conspiracy that they were like, "Yo, that shit was fixed," like why switch to the guy writing the other company in the hard cam? Why switch to that shot? Why show it? Not saying that's real, but it just makes you think of shit like that. You're like, wow, yeah. So it leaves both companies on high points. So maybe you do something that leaves MJF on a high point. So even if he does leave, cool, it makes him must watch. But you also gotta keep it that AEW's must watch too when he leaves.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
do
That is
something.
true. That is true. It is a must watch. It is a must watch.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be the year of NJF. I don't know.
yeah. We were robbed of the summer of MJF. Now
Yeah, that
we
is true.
gotta
That
get
is
the
true.
year of MJF.
We got to make that up with the year instead of the summer.
Yo, man, that would have been so dope.
It would have been.
The way they
Would have
would
been.
have built that
Any
out. They
final predictions for the year? Any final predictions for the
final
year?
predictions. Hmm. I have some.
Like something big and crazy that
I have a
no one's gonna
hot.
like.
I have a hot take.
Go ahead.
I don't think Cody's gonna win the title this year.
Ooh. To who?
I just think there's too many other superstars that are way more hot than him, and they're gonna like they have so much built up steam that I feel like. And if he does win it, I don't know if he'll get the best reaction. Because there's some guys like I feel deserve the Royal Rumble more than him. I get it. You want to get the title on him. I don't feel like you have to rush it though. But I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna win it this year.
It's gonna be like he has to work his way back again.
Not work his way back, but like
He loses like he was very close, and then like he doesn't win it.
yeah, like I can see that happening.
Okay.
Like I told you, I don't see him winning the Rumble. Even though this might be all fucking wrong, but this is just in my mind how I would do it. Just because it's tough because he has no feuds. He wrestled for
Yeah.
3 months. His one feud is Rollins, right?
Yeah.
If he wins the title, there's no one really going after him. Everyone's going after just the belt.
Exactly.
You're gonna have no story with the champion. The whole storyline is I want that title and you have it. And a lot of the times that storyline doesn't work out if
Yeah.
you don't have a backstory with the people holding the belt and the person going after it.
Hmm.
At least if you have Rollins win it and you have Cody win a, let's say, Money in the Bank, now he has a feud with Rollins. Rollins has the belt, but he also has a feud with Rollins. But then this builds up his character to feud with other people because they're going to be like, you can't just come back and skip the line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now this builds feuds, and now he has to, even though he has the Money in the Bank, he has to prove himself against the rest of these people, which now gives him more storylines, which helps you elevate Cody to even a higher status. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Yeah.
that's how I feel like it should happen, but I know they're gonna go with the Royal Rumble, give him the belt.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happen. Like I see it happening, but I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's my thing that I hope happens. I hope they hold off on Cody and build him up a little bit more.
I say I know we just talked about MJF, but I say that he does lose the title. But I just
Well,
mentioned before, MJF having the last Dynamite of 2023, he loses it then he actually goes to WWE in 2024. I
well,
think he's going to announce it at the end of 2023 that he's not going back to AEW, and it's not a work, and he leaves and he joins WWE. I think that's the big thing to kind of end the year um, on like a because I think the whole entire year it's definitely going to build up to like, oh, we don't know if he's gonna leave or not. We don't know if he's gonna keep the title. We don't know of
yeah.
any of that until the end of the year. But the thing is, they're not focusing on that right now. He just won the title. He's going to continue his momentum. He's going to go match after match, feud after feud. Believing that he's a great world champion, which I guarantee he is going to be. Not saying he isn't, but it's just
Yeah,
I think
so
he's
far
gonna.
he's been doing his thing.
Yeah,
I like him as champion so far.
yeah, me too, me too. But the thing is, like, I think that like by the end of 2023, that's gonna become a storyline. It's like, oh, I might leave.
Yeah.
I'm not might, but I'm probably gonna leave, even with the title with me. Then maybe he has one more title defense. Like, oh, Tony Khan comes out, it's like, oh, if you want to leave, you got one more title shot. Let's see if you actually win or not. And maybe
Yeah.
he gets put against like some reasonable opponent that might actually beat him. Then he loses, and it's like, okay, now he's out. He lost the title. He can leave, and he doesn't actually resign. And then we see like maybe reports on Twitter like MJF is actually leaving AEW and he's going to WWE. And then we see him
Okay.
in WWE in 2024.
Where do
I
you put?
see that actually happening.
Do you put him on NXT or do you just put him on the main roster?
I would say do you between him and Dragon Lee. I know there's a weird comparison. Dragon Lee, not a lot of people know of. I think a lot of people, if even if you're not a casual AEW fan, you've heard the name before. And I don't think he needs to go to NXT for any apparent reason.
Yeah.
Just this is MJF. You just show him for the first time in the main roster, but this is him. This is the guy you've heard the past year that might be leaving AEW. Now he's here. Let him do his thing. You don't need an introduction for him in NXT in WWE. You just throw him in
Yeah.
the main roster. That's your introduction. Let him do his thing.
Got you.
I don't
I
think he
actually
needs that.
think the opposite. I think he's gonna resign with AEW at the end of the
Okay.
year. That's my MJF prediction. I think he's gonna
Okay.
resign. I think he's gonna. Who knows what's gonna happen, but I feel he's gonna stay. He is the face. Why would you leave a company that you're the face of? If you know what I mean.
Money.
But I don't know. It's his character, right?
Yeah.
Is that him in real life? We don't know. We don't know the. There's such a blurred line. We don't know. He might do the judge, pick loyalty over money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might be like, "Yo, I started helping this company build. I'm gonna continue it." He could
Maybe.
have that mindset. Like I said, have the Aaron Judge mindset. Be like, loyalty over money. Even though I
Yeah.
would have took the money, I would have been in San Diego chilling right now. But loyalty
But
over money. So maybe he'll do the same and be like, not saying he'll take anything money wise, but making it a deal like, yo, you
sign me
gotta
for
at
this
least come
amount.
close to what they're offering me.
Yeah.
And it's not like Tony Khan can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my MJF prediction.
Hmm.
You
Wow.
think Roman has the at least one belt by the end of the year?
Oh yeah, of course. I think he's gonna hold the Universal Championship. I think WWE's coming off him in 2023.
I still want to see how they're gonna do that.
I want. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to see how they do it.
I can't
I
believe
want-
now they're gonna be like, oh, now there's split titles. Now
Yeah.
he has to defend them separately. Like, what's
Exactly.
gonna happen that rule is gonna be implied?
Yeah, that's the curious part. Like, I want to see how they do that.
Yeah,
That's the thing. So let me end off this episode. We don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to answer this now. But for the viewers watching and listening, um, who do the listeners think? You guys who listening to this think who's going to be all champions in a specific company by the end of 2023? Like who's going to be WWE champion in WWE? Who's going to be Universal champion in WWE? SmackDown Women's, Raw Women's, Tag Champs, IC, United States. Who's going to be champions by the end of the year? Same thing for AEW and their titles, New Japan and their titles, Impact their titles, Ring of Honor their titles. You could do all of them, just one, two, three companies, but comment who you think is going to be champion all their champions in a certain company or companies by the end of 2023. You can guys can comment that. Let us know who you think. I think that'd be a great, like, engaging conversation in the comment section.
yeah.
But yeah, we could just end it off there. An hour and 15 minutes in. Um, I hope 2023 is a great year in wrestling. I hope to see a lot and expect a lot. But yeah, we could wrap it up there. This is episode 101 of the Ring Fanatics podcast. I am Nick, your host. With me is my co host, Joel. We'll see you guys next time.
Catch you.